Hello and welcome back to Hyperplay. The big reviewers have got their Retroid Pocket Flip 2, and we thought it'd be useful to give you a quick rundown of the main points arising from their reviews. We hope they don't mind. If they do, then please drop us a line to the email in the description and let us know, and we'll remove your content. So, the first thing to take from the reviews is that this is a unique handheld, and this is something that we'd hit upon ourselves anyway, because in this space, no other clamshell designed handheld can do what the Retroid Pocket Flip 2 can do. We're going to ignore the Dimensity 1100 variant, which you should too, and focus on the Snapdragon 865 Flip 2, which has the same great screen and power as the Retroid Pocket 5 but has the added portability that the clamshell design brings. At $229 plus shipping and tariffs, the Flip 2 occupies an excellent middle ground in between the much higher price offerings of the Neo Flip for about $1,000 all in, or the Miu Flip, which can obviously do a lot less and you can have for about £80 or dollars. Tariffs notwithstanding, I promise that's the last mention of tariffs. So yes, Aidan Walls was absolutely right to point out at the start of his first look video that the Flip 2 is a unique handheld in this price category for its performance and its form factor. Other reviewers are of course available, and we'll be looking at ETA Prime's thoughts and Joey's Retro Handhelds, always excellent Joey, as well as what the Retro Handhelds team, particularly Stubbs, thought of the Flip 2. Now, one thing that did come up, particularly from Joey's stream, was that he thought that the Flip 2 felt cheap, and that might be limited to the Ice Blue variant, although Aidan Walls also thought that his grey variant, the SNES, Retro SNES colorway, he thought that felt a little bit brittle and cheap. Anyway, let's listen in on Joey.
The plastic is really cheap, or like the whole device is really cheap feeling, which I was not expecting from Retroid. It doesn't feel premium. It doesn't feel like it at all. It feels very like flexy.
Yeah, so Joey wasn't delighted with the feel of his Flip 2 in the hand, and that might be because of the Ice Blue variant plastics, and that was a colorway that the Retroid Pocket 5 didn't come in. He compared the plastics to his purple Retroid Pocket 5 and found that the Ice Blue Flip 2 came up wanting by comparison. Aidan Walls also felt that his grey model felt rather cheap, but he did like the hinge.
But here we have a very distinct and enjoyable there, and then it flips open with like a bit of force, which is nice, and then it snaps back. It really has a lovely hinge.
Aidan did, however, raise a concern about the durability of the hinge given the metal inside the brittle plastic. Moving on to what the reviewers thought of the buttons and the sticks and the ergonomics in general. The general consensus was that the buttons were quieter, the face buttons that is, although the triggers at the back were rather loud. The sticks were considered very good but quite small, and the D-pad was just fine, the same as before on the RP5. Of course, for the Flip 2, they've moved the sticks up top, and that makes sense from a certain point of view, given that where your thumbs are going to rest on the Flip 2, they're going to land more around where the D-pad and the face buttons are, as shown here, although I believe this person has quite small hands. Opinion was split on the ergonomics of the Flip 2. ETA Prime and Joey liked the handheld gameplay feel.
The Flip 2 actually feels really good in the hand.
Fantastic. And yes, this feels so much better than it does on the Retroid Pocket 5 to do this already. This was my main complaint, was trying to just use the stupid triggers and buttons and everything at the same time. You cannot do this on the Retroid Pocket 5. This is so much better.
Aidan Walls, however, wasn't quite so convinced by the Flip 2's ergonomics.
Had the buttons been there, I would have been like, I understand, but I don't understand.
Our fourth point regards sound quality, and opinions were all over the place. Stubbs loved the sound of the Flip 2.
The sound quality is surprisingly crisp, vibrant, and actually like powerful and bassy.
But Joey thought the sound quality muffled, even when your hands weren't covering the speakers, and ETA Prime was concerned by the low volume on occasion, particularly with Android games. So, those are the top 4 points, and what's the last one? Overall, the reviewers like the Flip 2. Yep, there's no doubt that the Flip 2 is a fine device that occupies a particular niche in a crowded marketplace. The same superb screen as the Retroid Pocket 5, a pocket powerhouse that can easily be folded up and popped in your pocket at any given moment. Links to all the reviews featured today are in the description, along with the handles of the excellent YouTubers. Please do follow them and subscribe, and make sure you watch all of their videos on the Flip 2. They're all excellent. If time is tight, then you had to choose one, then we go for Aidan Walls's 18-19 minute takedown of the Flip 2. That is excellent and very fair indeed. And also, if you wanted 3 things that Joey liked and 3 things he hated about the Flip 2, you can go to 2 hours 14 minutes and 45 seconds in to his video to find out exactly what those 3 things he liked and those 3 things he hated about the Flip 2. But a fine device. Of course, not all reviews are in yet. We're still waiting for the in-hand thoughts of the main man in this area, the one and only, the incomparable, yes, Vlad Nerd. What will he say about the Flip 2? We love you, Vlad, but seriously, Retro Game Core, his review will be out soon, we're sure, and look out for that and all the other reviews. Ignore all that and stop the presses just as we are about to load this up. Yep, Russ has dropped his review. We haven't watched it yet. What are you still doing watching this? Go and watch that. But if you are still here, please have a listen to this. Usually at this juncture we'd ask you to subscribe to us, please, but we'd much rather you actually subscribe to the excellent YouTubers in the description below. Please support them and their magnificent content. Many thanks. Bye-bye.